Welcome back, everybody. In this video we are going to answer the average time per level question. Could have probably put that one a bit better. Anyway, SQL select star from JSON, which is JSON_data. So always starting off with that. So what am I going to need for this one? Now it's average time per level, not average time per level per version. So we'll do both in this case. We'll do level name first, and then we'll show how to extend it to make it level version as well, which is not very hard. All right, so what do we need for this one? If we are going to have a level inside of this one, then we will want to have the attributes level name.
So attributes.level name.
Attributes.level name. If we are also going to want to have the average time per level, we will need to split this out by something, in this case time. So where can we get time from? Not from the arrival timestamp, and we don't have any date stamp that we could use.
Did we start a timer?
You know, I think we may have actually done that. I was going to use event timestamp.
Oh, that's when it's triggered.
Do some math around on that one. That's a good point. Did we actually record how long the video, the level took to complete? So to do this, I
feel like we did, but I'm also not sure if we did.
Let's find out. I don't know what I did just then, so it's yelling at me about command 14, and I'm on command 14, whatever. I'll do that with select distinct event type, eventy type, and then we can say, let's change this one to select star from JSON data where event type is equal to level completed. So there's a handy little way of tricking things around to find. And now we can look in the attributes and see what did we have inside of this one. Do we have time and level? Wow, that simplifies things a lot, doesn't it?
Yes. Sweet.
Level name and time and level, which is attributes dot time and level. We're going to need to put a where event type is equal to level completed.
Should we also do it as if we didn't have that as well?
Oh, you bet.
Yeah,
and then we can compare.
I feel like we'd learn some things. Well, I'd learned some things.
So this will give us the time in level. The problem here is that the time in level is actually a string right now. So we can't go time in level plus 1. Because it'll yell at you and go, oh no, it does implicit conversion. Isn't that very handy? Thank you very much, time in level. Does that mean I can do a sum of time in level and a group by level name? So
provided that there's no nulls or empty strings in there.
Correct. So what's a sum going to give us?
Lots.
What does a sum do, Nick?
It adds things.
Okay. It does. So we've seen count. Count was taking how many times it saw a particular variable. In this case, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. We can see there are 6 level 1s on screen right now in front of us. Whereas a sum is saying if it's actually a number or a double, then I will just group them all together. Oh, I will take this one, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one, plus this one, and it'll sum them all up. Yes, lots. It adds things. It adds lots of things. Was more going for the how is it going to be doing that though. So by putting a group by in here, we can now see that there has been 416 seconds spent on level 1. And we go, isn't that interesting? However, I want to know how long the average time someone was in a level. So to get the average, we would now need to put in a count star as level finishes. Because this is level finishes because the event type that we are grouping or that we're filtering on is level completed.
Okay.
So now to get the average, we can say take the amount, sum everything up and divide by the amount of times we have seen those things as average time.
What?
Oh, why aren't you liking me? Where is it not liking me? Level name, event type, given columns, event underscore type. Oh, yes. This line here is finishing off with a comma when it shouldn't be.
Never have trailing commas. I hate trailing commas.
Oh yeah, where do you like to put them, at the start or something?
No. Just some people like have their arrays.
Yep.
And then there's always a trailing comma. And I've asked someone once before, why do you have your commas trailing on all your arrays? He's like, just to make sure that you know it's an array. And I'm like,
what?
Yeah, I know.
But isn't that adding an empty?
No, it doesn't.
Right.
Like in C#, I think it's smart enough, but it's like you already know it's an array. You've got the type there.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I don't know. It's a bit weird. It looks so weird to me.
That does.
And it also ruins JSON data.
Yeah, that would be very weird to me, and it would destroy my JSON, which would annoy the crap out of me.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, so let's look at this one here. So here it is said there has been 416.2 seconds spent in the level. There have been 66 times that it has been finished, so 416 divided by 66 gives you an average of 6.3 seconds.
Ooh.
Per level, which kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
All right. So what else do we want to do in this one? We want to go, I don't like that it has this really long name. So if you do an aggregate function and you don't name your column, it will tell you the full thing of what it actually is doing.
I appreciate that.
It is quite handy.
But at the same time, it's like, how are you supposed to select that if it's in a CTE?
Well, you can't.
Yeah.
So you need to name it to something else. It is handy though to be able to see that we have gone sum attributes.timeinLevel and can see that it has gone cast attributes.timeinLevel as double.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's gone ahead and given us the full code that it is executed behind the scenes. So we'll call this one total time in level. Total time in level, just to get that looking a little bit cleaner. There we go. Okay, cool. And so this is working. However, I forgot that this column was in there, which makes it much easier to look at.
Yep.
So let's have a look at another way that we can do this one.
Let's do it the hard way.
The hard way, which isn't really that hard.
Oh.
But anyway. All right,
I think it's hard.
It's only because you don't know what it is yet.
Yep. Pretty much.
Attributes dot, we want to bring in level name. What else are we going to need to know? We are going to need to know the event timestamp. So not the arrival timestamp, because
that's when it hit S3 or hit Mobile Analytics.
Correct, and they get batched together. So we want to look at the actual time that this thing happened, that the event happened.
So then we should get the one from the event timestamp from level completed and level started?
Yes, we would need to get the level started and the level finished ones.
So it's like...
Would we? No, we wouldn't. Yes, we would.
Oh, but it's actually like the first event that's sent and the last event that's sent. There's always going to be level start and level ended, so we can just get the last event that's sent and the first event that's sent.
Yes, we can.
Is that going to be easier?
Oh yeah, it is. I was thinking that's the way I was going to do it, but then you threw me off by saying, "Hang on, we have to use the event type." But no, we don't, because it should be the first and the last one. So I was all confused there, going, "Oh no! Oh my goodness! How am I going to do this?" All right. So what we want to get out of this one is we need to also bring in the session ID for this one, because if we're going to see the start or the first event of a level and the end event of a level and assume that they are start and end, then we need to group them by something. And that should be a session, because I started in a session, I finished in a session.
Same session, right.
Yep, so let's also bring along, it was session.session ID. Awesome, that gives us these.
Group by session ID?
Group by session ID and level name. Don't forget your level name.
What about not event timestamp?
No, not event timestamp. You'll see. You'll see. Group by, yes, because we are going to use this to get the minimum and the maximum. So we're going to say, let's get the minimum event timestamp that we have seen for this session against this level name.
Cool.
Whoop. And then we will also get the maximum event timestamp that we have seen for this level name and the session ID.
Min-max.
Min-max. Let's start cleaning this thing up a bit. So, you know, I'll run it and then I will clean it up while it's running, and it beat me to finishing the query. So I will just keep talking and filling in time while I do things. Good. I don't need this where clause here anymore, so control / to comment. Alright, so now we have the minimum timestamp and the maximum timestamp.
Cool.
Being the start and complete. The other cool one is that if we get rid of the event type and someone doesn't actually complete the level, then this will actually include how long they were in the level for.
Oh yeah, good point.
Because they would have been in the level and then spotted by the enemy. Oh bugger! Now they've got to go start the level again. So this will continue to capture all of that time and associate them with that level.
Good point.
Alright, so now with the min and the max, we can start to call these things as something nice. So we'll call it time start, and as time end. We can take these guys together and grab the difference. So if you take your maximum minus your minimum, that'll give you an amount of time. As duration. Whoops, I have a comma on the end of my final select. So that'll take care of that one. And we can see that we've got, whoa, 7,000.
That's a lot of time.
It is. Have we dealt... I know we talked about time earlier. We had to use from...
that.
Yeah, we did. Bugger. What I was trying to get to there is that when we were dealing with time a while ago, we had to divide by 1,000 because this went down to microseconds in the epoch time.
Oh right, the Unix time, yeah.
Yep. So if we take this and then we divide this result by 1,000, we will get down to the actual amount of time in this, and it's whinging at me because it's got some brackets around it. Try that.
Sweet.
There we go.
That's
now
wrong.
Our duration is incorrect because I put the brackets around the whole thing.
Wait, no. You need to put it to... Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, that's a bit more right.
Awesome.
Except for that null has a nice 1,034 seconds.
It does have a nice 1,034 seconds, but this was when we didn't have the level name, so we're going to have to ignore those guys altogether because they're stuffing us up our data. Stuffing up my data, damn it, man! You gotta get out of here. Let's put in CTE. What should we call it? CTE.
Average time, or time per level. Level time.
Level time.
Level time.
Level time as. I just wish I could select the whole thing and then put like a bracket and it would just cover around in bracket.
Oh, I did it.
You did it! I didn't even know I could do that. Oh, that is going to save me like so much time.
You just wasted time.
Yeah, but I'm doing it fast. Whoa! What? No. I'm not doing it faster anymore.
Select
that. Shift 009. Oh, I wanted to put it on the new line and everything though. So, anyway, I'll stop playing around.
I think you
This is going much worse than I thought. Okay, how far along are we in this one? We are 13. Oh, not too far. Alright, why did I put all this inside of a CTE? Because I want to get a count of sessions against these levels, because an average is a count divided by a total. So we want to go to select star from CTE level time, which gives me the exact same result. And now let's do what we want to do here. Level name count session ID as sessions. Pad it out a bit as sessions. I have my duration already determined, so I can bring duration, and then say, what else do I want to do here? Group by level name. Did I write group by? No,
Yeah.
I regret.
For a second you did.
Oh,
You fixed
right.
it.
Now it's whinging at me. Why? Because of
Neither present duration is not in the group
duration is
by.
not in there. So let's get rid of you for a second, which means get rid of you, and that'll get me the count of levels of sessions we've seen against the level name, which is quite nice of it. So now we'll get rid of this back. Put this, and duration is in here because we can put an average of duration and call that as average time
Per level. Per session.
session. Run this one. So the CTE here is going to be is here so that we can get a count of the session IDs that we have seen against a level name. We've already pre-calculated the duration of each of those session IDs, and because this is now at the row level of sessions,
Yep.
when we come down here and group by our level name, we can average our durations by our level name.
Sweet, 45,909.
Oh yeah, we got to ignore that guy. But we can see that in level 1 we are spending an average of 12.83 seconds
Okay,
across 41 sessions.
so the average time per session in this should be the same as the one above, shouldn't it?
Should it not be? No,
Why?
because the one above was assuming was approaching the style in a different way. It was saying where the event type is completed.
So what if we get... So let's get rid of the level event type equals completed then.
If we do that, then we lose access to time in level because time in level is only available at the
Oh, at
level
the finish.
completed.
Oh, good point.
So then if we also brought it in and said, well, no, we keep it on all of the on each tracking event of where someone clicked or time-based, we took time in level at that point as well.
Yeah, but then there's no point because we're already tracking that anyway. So,
Yeah, exactly. So, while it was nice that we had access to this, we actually have answered 2 separate queries here. We've said
Wait,
how long the average time to complete the level
Yeah.
and the average time actually spent in the level.
So should we title these things?
Yes, indeed, we should. Let's put in another
No.
markdown.
You can title the thing.
How do you mean?
Oh, like this. They go here, and then down, and the show title.
Oh, okay, rightio.
That
You
one.
want to put it in like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because then we can still have like our headers, and then we can separate ours down even more.
Yeah, no, fair enough. That's a good point. So we'll call this one average time to complete level.
Mhm.
The reason I'm saying average instead of average is because if I don't say what I'm writing, I'll type it incorrectly. Show title. And what do we call this one? We'll call the average time to complete level averaged
Average time per level, yeah.
time. That was really hard to
In
write.
level. Average time in level.
In level.
So, do you usually use the markdown syntax for breaking up your workbooks, or do you use the titles?
I use the markdown syntax.
I use the titles.
Ah,
I didn't know you could do the markdown syntax. So
fair enough then. Because markdown, you don't have to stop there. You can also say little notes.
Little notes.
About stuff and things. And
Cool.
it'll give it to you all. So, all right, awesome. I think that is enough for this level. For this video, we are going to be ignoring the nulls and the empties because they are problematic data points that we have to deal with at some other point.
Sounds good.
Where did level name null come from, Nick? As opposed
Probably
to
the
empty.
ones that we forgot to name the level 2s.
No, because they were already here, as we saw in
right.
the last video.
Before we added that.
No, before we added that data, I think differently to what you're thinking though. The session starts, session ends, the pre-populated ones, the events that already exist for us, they don't have our attributes against them.
What?
Check this out. Let's introduce a new cell. SQL select star from JSON. It was select distinct event type from JSON where session start.
Oh. So in that case, we should be counting those nulls.
Where event type is equal to... No, we should not.
Why not? Because that's when the session started.
Let's look at the attributes in here. That's
Yep.
when the session started. When does the session start? The session starts when you open the game.
Oh, but we're saying you actually
Instantaneously.
start the level when you click enter.
When you actually start the level.
Start
Yes.
the level.
Yes, so that was one of the assumptions that we made, which was the first event that we have an attribute against
True.
is level start.
True.
Okay, cool. So that is going to end off this video. Any questions, Nick?
No, I think it's all good.
Cool. I'm going to clear off that one, and I'm going to... Yeah, that'll finish this video. Thank you very much, everybody.
Cool. Thank you.